Let us discuss the important objective questions for basic electrical engineering. First question is Ohm's law is valid for. We know that Ohm's law is applied for at constant temperature condition. No? At constant temperature, the potential difference is applied to the conductor is directly proportional to current. That means at a constant temperature is the condition. So temperature is constant. Coming to second question, the rate of flow of charges. The rate of flow of charges is generally represented by dq by dt. The rate of flow of charges, we can write it as charge current I. Okay, rate of flow of charges is simply represented as current I. So the answer is current. Now coming to the third question, the dependent sources are usually represented in dash shape. You are having circle, diamond, triangular and none. So generally the dependent sources are represented in diamond shape. Okay, the diamond shape. So that's why the answer is B. Coming to the fourth question, the superposition theorem is not applicable to network consisting of dash. So we know that superposition theorem is applicable for linear bilateral network. So linear is applicable, bilateral is applicable. In the question they asked not applicable. So it is non-linear elements. Okay, the answer will be non-linear. Coming to fifth question, in the series circuit, what is the which quantity is same? So we know that in series circuit, if we see one resistor, series circuit is nothing but let two resistors are connected to one source. Let two, okay, when they are excited by one source, R1 and R2 are connected. So because of that, here we can see that only closed loop, one closed loop is there. Current will be flowing through the same quantity, whereas voltage division is taking place. So what is same here? The current flowing through this loop is same. So in series, current will be same. Now coming to the question number 6, conductance is the reciprocal of. Okay, what is conductance? We know resistance. Resistance means which opposes the flow of current. So the opposite of resistor is which opposes the flow of current means the conductance will which allows the flow of current. The reciprocal of resistance will give you the conductance which is represented like this. G is equal to 1 by R. That is the reciprocal is 1 by resistance. The answer is resistance. Let me go with the next slide. Now coming to the question number 7, in resistive circuits, only resistive circuits are there. What will be the power factor? You know that for resistor, if we apply the voltage, if it is excited by AC voltage, if it is excited by AC voltage, the waveform of voltage and current, the phasor diagram of voltage and current both are in phase. Okay, if this is current and this is voltage, both are in phase. If both are in phase, what is the angle between voltage and current? Angle between voltage and current, that is cos phi is equal to, there is no angle, that is cos 0. Cos 0 is 1. So the power factor is unity for resistor. Now coming to 8th question, resonance occurs when? So resonance condition, at resonance, you will get that the total inductive or capacitive reactance concept is eliminated. That means XL minus XC is equal to 0. XL minus XC is 0 means the total net reactance is 0 means, so XL is equal to, when it shifts this side, you will get XL is equal to XC. Coming to the 9th question, in three-phase system, the three voltages are displaced by an angle. So generally, three-phase system is there, no? Three-phase 360 by 3. 360 by 3, if we see, we will get the balance output, that is 120 degrees. They are placed 120 degrees. Okay, each voltage, each phase is 120 degrees phase shift. Okay, that's why it is 120 degrees is the answer. Next question, in AC circuits, impedance is analogous to impedance. We know that impedance is just like opposes the flow of current. Okay, impedance will opposes the flow of current. Here analogous means similar. What about inductance? It is not like that. Current power only resistance will opposes the flow of current, so impedance is similar to resistance. Next question is, in pure inductor what will be the power factor? When we see this is AC source excited with the resistor is excited with AC source. Similarly the inductor can be excited with AC source. If you excite what will be the angle? The voltage, if you have excited with AC voltage, current will be flowing. You will get voltage like this. Current is lagging by exactly 90 degrees. When it lags by 90 degrees, we will get the angle cos pi, that is cos 90. Cos 90 value is 0. Okay, cos 90 is 0, that is the power factor. So 0 is the answer. Now coming to question number 12, the units per current. What is the units per current? Current, okay, current invented by scientist Ampere, so his name only is applicable, that is ampere. Now coming to the units per inductor. For inductor the units are Henry. Okay, now coming to the energy stored in the inductor. What is the energy stored in the inductor formula? Energy stored is nothing but, energy is nothing but power into time. What is power into time? Power is nothing but product of voltage and current. So what is the product of voltage and current? Voltage is, we know what is the voltage per inductor, LDI by dt, and current is I. So if you do this with respect power into time, no, this power, this is power and this is time. This dt gets cancelled. L will come outside. L into I di, that is I square by 2, which is nothing but half Li square is the answer. Similarly we can do for energy stored in capacitor. How energy stored in capacitor? What is the formula? It is cv dv by dt. This is power. Power is equal to product of voltage and current, which is cv dv by dt. If we do, this is dt gets cancelled. You will have c is constant. Integral of vdv is c into v square by 2, which is half cv square for energy stored in the capacitor. Let us go with the next question. Let me clear all these things. Okay. Next question is, atom consisting of three fundamental particles, that is protons, neutrons and electrons. So here protons, neutrons, electrons all are there. So the answer is all. Now coming to the 17th question, that is units for power. What are the units for power? We know voltage, volts, current, ampere. Okay, so this is voltage in amperes is not the answer and none is not. Here watts is there, no? So the power for units is watts. Now coming to the units per charge. Charge unit. Charge per I is equal to dq by dt is there, no? I is equal to dq by dt, which is amperes. But what about amperes? Coulombs. Okay, for charge it is coulombs, for time it is seconds. Coulomb per seconds only ampere. So for the units per charge is coulombs. Okay, next question is nodal analysis, which law is applied? Nodal analysis, which law is applied? So we are going to apply Kirchhoff's current law. Okay, first you need to identify the number of nodes, then you have to apply that all currents are leaving from that node. So all currents are leaving means KCL only we can apply. Coming to loop analysis, in closed loop which law is applied? Closed loop is there, no? So closed loop means circuit is closed. When it is excited with some voltage source, you have to apply KVL because voltage drops is taking place. V1 drop, V2 drop, and this is supply voltage. Sum of potential rises is sum of potential drops. Or in a closed loop, sum of all voltages is equal to 0. So KVL will applied. Now coming to the reciprocal of resistance. Already we discussed reciprocal of conductance, no? So reciprocal of resistance is 1 by R. 1 by R resistance, which is nothing but G, which is conductance. Okay, let me go with next. Now reciprocal of impedance. Reciprocal of impedance. Impedance is indicated with Z. Reciprocal of impedance is 1 by Z. 1 by Z is which Z is nothing but which opposes the flow of current. 1 by Z which allows the flow of current. That is nothing but 1 by Z is indicated with capital Y. That is nothing but admittance which allows the current. What about the next question? The current sources are usually represented in which symbol? We know that current symbol is indicated with in circle with a arrow mark. Okay, so that's why arrow mark is here. So that's why option B. What about the next question? The DC voltage sources are usually represented in dash symbol. We know that voltage sources are represented with DC plus and minus. Okay, plus and minus. So that's why the option is A. Coming to question number 25. In parallel circuit, which of the quantity is same? Just now already we discussed, no, for series circuit. What about parallel circuit? If we see this will be a resistors. These resistors are excited with one AC voltage or DC. Because of this excitation, current starts flowing. This current will be splitting into two parts, I1 and I2. So what we can observe, current will divide. Okay, current is divided. But what about the voltage? The voltage applied to this node, the same voltage is applied for this R1 resistance and R2 resistance. So clearly we can say that in the parallel voltage is same. Okay, now coming to the fill in the blanks. Okay, in the fill in the blanks, first question is the unit of resistance. What is the unit of resistance? It is ohm. Okay, OHM. Simply, or we can write it as ohm. The unit of resistance is ohm. The units of active power. Active power units are volt ampere or kilovolt ampere. Power formula. Power is product of voltage and current. That is why volt ampere or kilovolt ampere. Transformer works on the principle of, it works on the principle of mutual induction, or we can write it as simply Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction. Electromagnetic induction or mutual induction. Simply let me write first mutual induction. Next question. The resistors, when they are connected in parallel, what is the R equivalent? When they are connected in parallel, when two resistors are connected in parallel, what will be the R equivalent? Okay, you have to find R equivalent for these two resistors. Parallel means current divides, no? So when we do the R equivalent, when they are parallel, you just to do product by sum, R1 R2 by R1 plus R2. Okay, simply we can write it as R1 plus R1 R2 by product by sum, R1 plus R2. Now coming to the question number 5, EMF equation. What is the EMF equation of transformer? EMF equation of transformer is, we will get EMF equation as 4.44 number of turns, frequency, flux and frequency. So this is the EMF equation we will get in the transformer. What about next question? Voltage across the inductor. What is the voltage across inductor? We know that the induced EMF voltage is given by V is equal to L into di by dt is the answer. The voltage across inductor is V is equal to VL, or V suffix L is equal to L into di by dt. Coming to question number 7. What is the formula for X suffix L? X suffix L stands for inductive reactance, which is omega L, or we can write it as 2 pi f. Omega is nothing but angular frequency now, that is 2 pi f into L. We can write like this. Question number 8. In RLC series circuit, what will be the value of Z? Z is nothing but impedance. So series circuit is mentioned. So R is equal to, Z is equal to R plus J into X, where X is equal to what? You can write it here, where X is equal to either XL minus XC or XC minus, plus or minus, I am writing XL minus XC or XC minus XL. Okay, just that's why I am writing plus or minus XC. What is the form factor? Form factor is nothing but the ratio, no? It is the ratio of RMS value of the current or voltage to the average value. RMS value to the average value of the quantity. Now coming to DC circuits, what is the frequency? We know that here this is the time and this is the magnitude. See here, always constant, no, unidirectional in a DC. Always constant means t is infinite. As t approaches to infinite, it is constant only, no. F is equal to 1 by t. 1 by t is infinite. 1 by infinite is 0. In a DC, the frequency is 0 hertz. Okay, the units is hertz, hertz. The units for capacitance, already we, resistance it is ohms, for inductor it is henry, and for capacitor it is farads. Okay, FARAD, farads. Okay, let me take the next slide. Coming to the reactive power. Reactive power already we know, no. Reactive power is nothing but useless power which is not utilized by the load. So here the reactive power, simply we can write this as volt ampere power only, no. It is power means nothing but product of voltage and current. Reactive, volt ampere reactive, or kilovolt ampere reactive.